right. Hi, friends. How are you? Happy Friday. Yay. So exciting. So I wanted to finish my Millionaire Success Habits series with the book. So I'm sure that probably some of you can definitely relate to maybe not completing a task that you wanted to do. And for me personally, just to share with you, is reading books. So I absolutely love to read books, but finishing them, I don't know what happens, but I don't get bored or something, and then I go on to the next book. So for me, I know everyone's like the New Year's resolution, but like for me personally, what I'm really going to strive to do is to definitely finish the books that I start. So that's one of the things. So I want to finish this series with you guys. So for those of you that maybe haven't seen any of my series before, our success habits. So this is episode 8, and it's called After the Yes. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Brianna Anninger, and I am passionate about empowering and inspiring people just like you truly live a life by your design. So if you are live, go ahead and comment 1 so I can give you a shout out, and thank you so much for watching my broadcast. And if you are a replay viewer, I appreciate you too, so you can put a 2 so I can connect with you too, okay? So let's get started. So if you are someone that maybe you buy a product or you join a business, or if it's a brick and mortar business or if it's a MLM, and maybe you feel like not connected to the people anymore. Like in the beginning, they were doing everything in their power to get you to buy their product or to join their business. And then once you do it, it's like nothing, crickets, right? They're on to the next person. So this book is this chapter of After the Yes is talking about how we don't cultivate that, what's the word? Environment, that we want to be different. And so this book it has so many tips, and this chapter actually was a really great chapter. And so I'm only going to go through a couple just to keep this video kind of short and be respectful of your guys' time. So the first thing that he talks about, Dean Groski, or however you pronounce his name, is about camping out. So no, not camping out in the backyard or camping out going on to like seeing a stream or anything like that, but camping out in your prospect's shoes. So how is their day-to-day? Is it that they are tired, or are they stressed out? Are they overwhelmed? Do they have a big family? Do they have a small family? What work do they do? So that is very important to kind of imagine, yourself in that person's shoes. So that was one of the first things is camping out. The second thing is my paper. Not to assume. So this was actually one of my favorite parts of the book that he was talking about, is that Dean, he's a very successful author and businessman, and his list goes on and on. So what ended up happening was that he was doing something with real estate, and he did an info commercial, and it almost didn't happen. And I kind of related to this because maybe something in life kind of gets in the way and you don't finish the task, like this series. And so one of the things that he was talking about is that he was doing an interview for a info commercial, and he wanted this guy to interview him and prove him wrong. That, it was when the real estate agent or real estate market was like plummeting. People were losing their houses, foreclosures, and the loans, the banks, and all of these things. So, but he made a lot of money on real estate, and so he wanted to do this info commercial to show people how to invest the right way and how to, get over what was happening to the market. Well, his family, his friends, anyone he can name was coming against him. and he was really letting that negative self-talk kind of to talk him down. And what ended up happening was he pushed through. He did the interview, but when he got there, there was this guy that was supposed to interview him, and he kind of shunned him. And so his belief that he assumed that the guy didn't like him. And so he's like, oh, great, this interview is going to just not go so great. And, you know, again, that negative self-talk. So what ended up happening was that the guy was intimidated of Dean because he was so successful. And so he sat down and he told me, he's like, you know what? He was like, I'm really excited to do this interview with you. He was like, but I'm really nervous and I'm intimidated by you. So at that moment, Dean realized that he assumed that the guy didn't like him, but it was actually that he was nervous. So maybe there might be a time that maybe someone you feel that doesn't like you, but maybe it's just that they're intimidated by you. So kind of think that in your mind, you know, that especially if you approach somebody, especially cold market, that you feel shunned by them, but maybe it's just that they're intimidated. So that was really kind of powerful for me, and I wanted to share that with you guys. And the last thing was strive for relationships and not transactions. That is very, very important. I feel that really resonates a lot with me, and I'm sure it resonates with a lot with you guys too, is that we want to build those relationships. We want to go back to camping in their, you know, their shoes. You know, who are they? And we want to genuinely care for people because people can smell, you know, people being fake. And so that was, you know, I felt that's very important, is striving for relationships and not transactions. So, you know, how can you truly help somebody? So I want to encourage you that if you are in a business to maybe implement these 3 strategies. And if you don't have this book already, I encourage you really to go out and get it. You can go to his website or you can search him on Facebook, and he's actually giving it away for free. And I actually went to his event, I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I don't know, the timing's crazy. But I got another copy. So at the end of the series, I'm going to do something fun and give it away. So if you are interested in that, you can tune into my series, and if you are not following me already, you can go to I believe it's on your right hand side top corner, and you just put follow. So anytime that my series and I go live, you'll get a notification. And we have 3 more chapters to go, and tomorrow will be 9 a.m. again, and we will be talking about the power of happiness. Okay, so if you found this helpful, you can go ahead and invite people, or you can share this broadcast with someone that maybe is building a business, and I would love to connect with them. So I hope you guys have a great Friday, do something fun, and have a great day. Bye.